YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel web for all things geeky and cool, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the Rook 180 episode. This, of course, is episode number 16.2. We did a very 16.1 episode about 2 months ago, and it was this guy right here, the Lost Predator from Loyal Subjects, which is in this wave of figures. Really cool looking Predator. He comes with this really neat four-pronged spear right there. Full articulation, the head will move, arms will move. There's bendable elbows, knees, foot. You can spin it at the waist. Very cool little pint-sized action figure, really stacked with articulation and a small figure. Really like that guy. Very cool Predator. Of course, this is .2 version. Again, as I mentioned, the very first one was 2 months ago, and it was done on my prior Rook 180 episode. If you've never seen any Rook 180 episodes, the basic premise is a speed review for me to do a full unboxing. I mean, showcasing the package, everything on it, doing unboxing of the character within, talking about paint, the articulation, and accessories, which this guy will have. I'm hoping it's going to be another Predator. I don't want a Space Marine in 3 minutes or less, hence my little clock right here, which basically means if I'm still talking, when this hits 0, I lose. If I lose, this guy immediately goes into a giveaway. There's a cause and effect for the Rook 180 videos. There's a penalty, a cost to be paid, if you will, if I fail. And mind you guys, I don't want to fail. I don't want to lose. I don't want to throw a video just to get a giveaway going. I don't like doing that. It's not how I operate. That's not how I do what I do for my Rook 180 videos. Now, as far as my retention rate for this, how well do I win, you may be asking. I have about a 90% retention rate when it comes to Funko Mini Mysteries, which is really no articulation for them. Titan Vinyls, which we've done on the channel before, is about, I want to say 80%. I usually do pretty well with them. But Loyal Subjects, like this Predator you see right here, this Predator character box right here, or Space Marine, I don't know which it is yet, it's going to be about 50% retention rate. Loyal Subject figures are really hard to do in 3 minutes or less, and I can't do 2 of them in one video. I will absolutely lose and tank that video. So I try to do 1 figure per Loyal Subject video if I possibly can. These are the hardest figures for me to possibly review. I really hope I can do this in 3 minutes or less. As I mentioned before, we have a clock right here. I can't really see the time through my camera, so it's very difficult for me to look at the clock and see where I'm at. I basically go in blind when I do these videos, and as soon as I go, I'm committed. When this thing starts going, I start cracking the packaging open, I'm in it for the long run. So if I screw up, I screw up. I try to get this in 1 take. So that being said, everything out of the way, let's begin Rook 180 episode 16.2. I'm going to go on a clock right now and hit start, so we start right now. Boom. As I mentioned before, this is the Predator .2 box. We saw one very similar to the Lost Predator right here. Very cool looking Predator. Again, the packaging right here. We got a lot of different characters in this particular box. Again, same packaging we saw before. I got this on a toy hunt at the end of last year, 2020. So let me crack him open and see what we get. So we do. Okay, good, very good. We do get another Predator. Very happy about that. I'm dropping his accessories. Very bad Rook. So let's take a look at this one here. Different Predator, not the same one as the Lost guy here. I'm not sure what we're going to get. So we have a card. This is the Warrior Predator. Very cool looking Predator. Let's talk about the way this guy looks and the paint. He has a different color skin compared to the other Predator. Very cool looking look for this guy. The joints seem a little loose on this leg, so let's talk about the articulation. Head will not move, arms spin, there is no bicep cut here, hands will spin 360. I do like that. The legs can go up, back. There is a knee joint here as well. You can see the knee joint. So, and the feet will spin. So you get a lot of articulation kind of tacked into this figure. So I think they did a good job on the articulation. Let's talk about the accessory here. Got my knife, let's cut it open. He comes with a spear, but it's collapsed. So it's a little spear here. I'm going to get an up-close shot of what it looks like. I wish you could peg this into like his back, but I don't think you can. He can hold it. So basically it's a spear before it becomes fully elongated. That's the idea for that. Apologies for my hand in the way. So very cool looking spear. Again, the articulation is pretty solid with this guy. I just wish the head would move. The head does not move on this one. Let me take a look at the other one. I think I'm doing pretty good on time right now. The head on this one doesn't move either, so there's no head articulation with this guy. It does feel like the legs are a bit on the loosey-goosey side here. They will spin, but it feels like the joints aren't very stiff. They feel very loose coming out of the package. You can see how loose it is right here. I don't know what's going on with that particular joint. It's barely able to hold him up, so I'm very concerned just about what way this particular joint looks. Let me move it over here a little bit so you can see what it looks like here. So yeah, that's basically the Warrior Predator in a nutshell. Pretty quick video review. I wish it was a better accessory, but that's about it in this video. I'm going to stop the clock right now. This is basically a win. It wasn't a very hard video for this one. So we're going to go on stop. Now, I'm looking at this guy here, and there are different variations on the Warrior Predator. I don't know if this is the, because this one looks like a different color, but I don't know if this is the harder to get version of the Warrior Predator. This is not the fully, I don't think this is the fully gray version of them, so I'm not quite sure if this is the harder to get or more chase version of it. It looks like the Warrior is listed as, there's only one Warrior Predator. So this is a harder to get character. Now, it's either, I think it's 1 of 12. It comes with a short spear, and there's a rare version of it with the short spear as well, because they come in two variations like the Lost Predator here. It comes in two different variations. This looks to be, I think, the standard version. But again, the joints are very, very loose on this guy. I'm not sure why the joints are as loose as they possibly are. It's very, very weird. Compared to the articulation for this guy here, the legs here were a little bit stronger and tighter than this one. Again, different look. The Lost Predator versus the Warrior Predator, so they do look different, different tribes rather, but I like the way this guy looks, but I like the articulation better on this guy. I just wish you could do more with the head. I don't know why they cut the articulation down, just the head won't move. I mean, again, we have the arms, we have elbows, you have front and back, you've got knee articulation, the feet will spin, so there's a lot of articulation packed with the Loyal Subject figures here. The biggest problem I have with Loyal Subjects, to be quite honest, is the price point. These normally go for about $13 to $14 each. Luckily, I got them as a BOGO, as a buy one get one free, I mentioned about a year ago, but a price point aside is pretty good. I like the way they look. They come with accessories, and they do a good job on the sculpts and the detail. Episode 16.2 is complete for Rook 180. It was a very fun video, but again, a little bit all over the place, especially with the loose articulation on that Warrior Predator. I wish it was tighter. I mean, the Lost one was a lot tighter compared to this one, so I don't know what the deal was, especially coming right out of packaging. I don't know why the articulation was so loose on those knee joints. I do hope you liked this video. Remember to give it a like on the bottom page. Click that subscribe button. When you subscribe to it, click the bell, kind of be notified of my latest videos. And of course, last but not least, you click windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video. And bye-bye.